So, undoubtedly the biggest fight week of your career. How's it been with so much attention on you this week?
It's actually a little less than the Weidman fight in terms of media, but a lot more in terms of articles coming out. So it's been interesting. It's the biggest thing about this whole fight has been like the amount of trolls that randomly came out. Like that's been like the most interesting part of this. You know, it's like the Jones fanboys are out in full effect because they're nervous, man.
How does it feel being? I mean, obviously you've earned your way to this shot, whereas every time he's interviewed or he talks, not even if he's talking about you, but Adesanya's name keeps getting brought up, or the heavyweights keep getting brought up, like it's the automatic next thing to go. Like, how does that make you sort of react to that?
That's just the media asking questions. I mean, they're gonna ask questions, and we're not gonna be rude and be like, no, next question. You know, we're gonna answer the questions. I mean, they want to see the super fight. You know, they want to see him fight Stipe. They want to see him fight Adesanya. They feel like Adesanya's striking can match his. You know, everybody is somewhat overlooking me, but it's better for me.
You've come in pretty hot this week with the Lamborghini SUV. You're wearing some pretty flash shoes right there. Is that just to get you in the mood, get you all pumped up, come in here nice and fancy?
I don't know, man. I like nice things. Now I'm at a position where I could kind of get them. So I'm able to get them. And honestly, the people of Houston are amazing, and they've been very hospitable. You know, the Lamborghini was a gift in sorts, so that's awesome. And these shoes were from my sponsor, Suki's, out in London. You know, they're very nice quality shoes, and I'm getting love, man. It feels good.
Do you feel like it's about time some of that love gets thrown back to you? I mean, you keep knocking people out, you keep earning your way that, no decision wins, you keep earning it. It's about time that kind of comes through.
Yeah, man. You work hard enough, you earn it hard enough, and people start to notice, and they respect it, and that's what's happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. You were talking about trolls and how a lot of people are kind of coming out, and it seems like, maybe the Jones fans are a little bit worried. I am also curious, though, is this maybe just part of that level of game? Because Jones has quite a few trolls of his own that he has to deal with. Is this just something that might be a part of it from now on?
I'm realizing, yes, that's just part of the game. The higher the profile fight, the more people have an opinion. You know, I realized that probably about a month ago. I was like, oh, this is the game. This is what I asked for. You know, when you get to this level, everybody's a critic. Everybody wants to tell you how to live your life and how to do things and how to speak and how to anything, any flaw that you might have, they try to bring it out and try to make you say, oh, like it's weird. Like they want me to be like, oh, I have no chance. Who would say that? Like, I've been fighting my whole life, you know, and not just as a fighter, but I've been fighting, you know. Oh my God, it's funny, and I just find it funny. It's just strange. It's strange. Like there's so much hate and negativity, and it's like, is this the world we're living in? You know, it's kind of sad, really. It's not. It's less funny. It's more sad. This is the world we're living in. But it is what it is.
And I take it part of that being online and that sort of thing, you're probably not hearing much of that in person, are you?
Who's going to come up to me and be like, you're not going to win, you're a piece of crap? Like, who's going to say that to me? I'll be like, okay, security.
Yeah, maybe a heckler at best or something.
Yeah, and then it's one of those things, like, think about what you're saying, man. You have a child or anything, you're imagine saying that to your kid. You know, you're nothing. Like these are people that are just very, very cold and callous, and their lives have gone a certain way, or they want to watch the world burn. There are evil people out there.
One of the things that has been kind of a knock on you, and I feel like this actually could be a good thing for you, is the fact that you did start during Jones's championship reign in your career. So, and you actually kind of alluded to this a little bit on the Helwani show earlier this week, that basically the entire time that you've been training, you've had Jones in your eye. So you've seen all the tape on him, you've seen everything that he's ever done to this point from the moment of your career starting. Do you feel like that's a big aid to your career at this point in this fight?
It's huge to this fight. I mean, this fight is fighting Jones. And I've been, like I said earlier, like nobody that he's fought their entire career was focusing on beating Jon. I came into this game, all right, that was a good jab, but it's not going to land on Jon. Like, everything I did was to be Jon. Like, this technique is cool, but it's not going to work on Jon. Like, oh, that's good footwork, but you better get better if you want to be Jon. So it's always been that. It's always been that from the beginning. And I'm sure nobody's ever fought. That's been their focus from the beginning. Like, how many, he fought guys and he was looking up to them and they were just like, oh, I'm fighting this kid, I'm going to do my thing. Not exactly breaking down every aspect of his game, really understanding him as a person and as a fighter. So, I mean, I feel like I have a huge, huge advantage in that department. Some people call it a weakness, but I believe quite the opposite.
Just jumping back to about watching tape and having so much footage and so much back stuff of Jon's, for particularly the last few years, he's very much played the opponent's game plan, like he Cormier, and he's done that sort of thing. Coming into that, knowing that he's done that a lot of times, can you mess with your own style and your own things, change a few things up, and maybe try and catch him by surprise with something new and different?
Man, I'm changing every day. Like, on that same topic, I'm young in this game, man. My MMA years are very low. We might be the same relative age, but my mileage is like very low compared to his. My techniques and things that I'm able to do are changing every day. Like, I'm developing my game daily. Like, it's not like something that's like, this is exactly who I am, this is what I'm about. Yeah, my boxing is really good, and I hope he steps in the pocket and wants to box. You beat me at my game, please do that. But I don't think he's gonna do that. He's a smarter fighter than that. But if not, then he's gonna be on his back early. But I'm constantly changing, man. I got all kinds of wrinkles in my game, so yeah.